Hello students, how are you? I hope you are fine. Today we will continue our second chapter biological classification. Second chapter biological classification. Today we will discuss the last topic of this chapter, that are known as virus. That are known as viruses. Students, in the 5 kingdom classification given by R.H. Whitaker, there is no space for viruses. No space of virus in any kingdom. Why? Viruses don't have a space in any kingdom. Although viruses are acellular structures. Viruses are acellular structure. If they are cellular structure, then they have a definite cell, having definite organism. But viruses are acellular, and as soon as they are attack any host cell or any living cell, it starts multiply by using the metabolic machinery of that cell. Although viruses consist of DNA, RNA, or both, viruses are known as the obligate parasites. Obligate parasites. In addition to DNA and RNA, DNA and RNA is the genetic material in the viruses. In addition to it, it also consists of nucleoproteins. Nucleoproteins that protect the DNA and RNA of that particular disease. You know very well the effect of viruses. You all may have suffered from common cold, flu, etc. You may clearly know the effect of viruses. Now, viruses are regarded as living and non-living. Viruses are regarded as living and non-living. Why? When virus is present outside the living cell, it has a crystalline structure. It has a crystalline structure. As soon as it enters the living cell, it starts behaving as living. It starts behaving as living by using the metabolic machinery. By using the metabolic machinery of that organism. Metabolic machinery means the DNA of virus uses the DNA or RNA of that particular cell and starts dividing in a large number. When it divides in a large number, it kills that particular cell. It kills that particular cell, and from that area it infected to the other cells. Viruses are, as I said, that viruses are obligate parasites. It causes disease in human beings. It causes disease in human beings. Mumps, herpes, common cold. Similarly, viruses also cause disease in plants. The main symptoms of plants when it is attacked by the viruses are mosaic, yellowing of leaves, turning of leaves, yellowing of veins. These are all the symptoms of disease when any virus attacks the plant. These are symptoms in plants. And the third category is known as the viruses that attack the bacteria. These are known as the bacteriophage. bacteriophage. This is important from the point of view of examination. Bacteriophage. Bacteriophage are those viruses that attacks bacteria. Here we can draw the diagram of bacteriophage. The diagram of bacteriophage is very important from the point of view of examination. This is the diagram of bacteriophage, means virus that attacks the bacteria. Here it has the genetic material. Here it has the genetic material. This is known as the head, sheath, and these are known as the tail fibers. And I can also give you the diagram and a brief description of the virus that attacks the plant. That is known as TMV. TMV means tobacco mosaic virus. This virus attacks the tobacco plant. It consists of genetic material, DNA, and this DNA is protected by capsomeres. This DNA is protected by capsomeres. Combined it is known as the capsid. This is the capsid and this is the genetic material, DNA. This virus is tobacco mosaic virus that attack the tobacco plants. Next term is viriole. Viriole. What is viriole? Students, this is the organism or particle that is much smaller than the virus, and it does not have a nucleoprotein covering or any protein covering. It just has a genetic material, DNA or RNA. DNA or RNA. Next are the lichens. Lichens are the combination of algae and fungi. The combination of algae and fungi is known as the lichens. Algae and fungi lives on each other as algae. Algae has a photosynthetic pigment. Algae has a photosynthetic pigment that prepares food. It prepares food. And fungi, it provides protection and shelter. It provides protection and shelter to algae. Both are live in an association in which both are benefited from each other. The algal part is known as the phycobiont. Phycobiont, and the fungi part is known as the mycobiont. Mycobiont. And the association of algae and fungi is known as the symbiosis. Symbiosis. It is known as the symbiosis or symbiotic association or symbiotic association. These lichens are the good indicators of the pollution. How? These are the good indicators of pollution. Indicators of pollution. Lichens cannot grow in the area where pollution is too large or too much pollution. In polluted areas, lichens cannot grow, or it becomes dark as soon as it comes in contact with the polluted air. Students, with this last topic, our chapter biological classification is now over. Now we will briefly discuss the introduction of chapter number 3, that is known as the plant kingdom. Now we will switch over to the next chapter, kingdom plantae. In the last chapter we have discussed about the kingdom systems given by the R.H. Whitaker under 5 kingdoms. Under 5 kingdoms. They are known as the kingdom Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. Now the kingdom Plantae consists of all the plants only. All the plants. Earlier, Carolus Linnaeus given 2 kingdom systems of classification, in which Monera, Protista, these are also included under kingdom Fungi due to the presence of cell wall. But R.H. Whitaker described these 3 kingdoms differently. These 3 kingdoms that also contains the cell wall, but by considering the internal as well as the external characters of these organisms. Now kingdom Plantae has those organisms, means those plants that are having chlorophyll, that perform photosynthesis, that do not depend on others, but they prepare their own food by the process known as autotrophic nutrition. This 5 kingdom classification system is known as the natural system of classification. That considers both external as well as internal characters. According to the Carolus Linnaeus, only 2 kingdoms were present, and that system is known as the artificial system of classification. That is not accepted for a long time. This natural system of classification is today we are following. This artificial system is based on the external characters only. This is not accepted for a long time. Students, before going further, first you have to understand about some classifications of systems. Second system is known as the phylogenetic. Third system is known as the phylogenetic kingdom of classification. This is mainly based on the evolutionary relationship. This kingdom explains that a plant must have some evolutionary relation with its own taxa. If they are similar with the own taxa, it means they must have some evolutionary relation among themselves. Next system is known as the cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy. System of classification. Cytotaxonomy system of classification that take into consideration the number of cells, type of cells, then meiosis division. This system is mainly based on the number and type of cells as well as on the meiosis division. Next is chemotaxonomy. You have to revise just the definitions of these kingdoms of classification. Mainly in this chapter are the characters of plants under different divisions. Next is chemotaxonomy. Chemotaxonomy system of classification is mainly based on the chemicals present in it. Chemicals present in it. Next, we will switch over to the first division, that is known as the algae, in our next session. You have to read this chapter properly so that you may understand all the characters of the divisions. Thank you and have a nice day.